Are you or a loved one an audiophile and you'd like to get them a Christmas gift, or yourself, and you just don't have the budget for it? Well, fear not. Today we're going to talk about 5 audiophile gifts that are cheap. Okay? One of the first affordable things you could look into as an audiophile is, and I know this is a bit boring, but they're envisioned and they're basically cable ties. So this company sent out a bunch of smaller Velcro straps and then some of these larger Velcro straps. And I've been using the larger ones as kind of cable collectors on the back of my rack. So I'll take 2 or 3 cables and I'll come to the side of the rack and kind of hold it down. So kind of guiding cables through. And then I can use the smaller Velcro ties to kind of bind the cables together. These envisioned straps have been super cool. And they also have this, which is also super cool. For your office or even for the top of your rack, if you're running a phono preamp, DAC up there, USB cable, optical cable, things like that, you can put this up there. And this is the it's a heavy thing and you run cables through it, and that way if you unplug it, it doesn't fall off the back of your rack or the back of your desk. Let me see how much this is. So the cable straps, cable wraps, stuff like that are anywhere between 12 bucks, 14 bucks for a pack of 30 of the smaller ones. I think you get a 10 pack of these for 12 bucks. So a variety of lengths and a variety of prices. Bottom line though, they're cheap and I think they're less than $25. Cable organizer is $18, so it's pretty cool. I thought this was going to be a bit gimmicky when I first got it, but I use it a lot now. You can see the envisioned logo stamped in there on the back. Nice and heavy duty, very good. If you want to clean up your cables in the back, go grab some quality products from Envisioned. Today's sponsor is WIIM streamers. You got the WIIM Pro and the WIIM Mini. The WIIM Mini comes in around $70, $80, could be even $65 at times when it's on sale. And it's a fully functioning streaming platform. Also has AirPlay 2. Also has Bluetooth. Brings in Amazon Music, Tidal Music, Qobuz, Spotify. All the music has a 10-band EQ in it. The WIIM Pro can also be an external DAC. You can bring in an extra optical connection. You can also output an optical connection or a coaxial connection. Also has a trigger out, and you can hardwire the internet, so you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. It's also got a line in, so this thing can actually be a bit of a preamp. Not a bit, it can be a preamp. The WIIM Pro comes in around $160. WIIM has really impressed me, because not only do they have great products, but the software, the implementation of the software is just bonkers awesome. It rivals that of much more expensive streamers. So if you're looking to stream music, even if you have music on a network attached storage device or a computer that's hooked up to your network, you can use the WIIM Mini and the WIIM Pro to play your music that you've purchased or you have on your hard drive, or choose from a bunch of different streaming platforms. WIIM, go check them out. Links will be in the description and the pinned comment. Record weight. This one's a Fluence. You don't have to buy a Fluence. And actually, this one's kind of expensive. It's $50, but I love it. I used to think record weights were kind of a gimmick too, until I put a record weight on and I saw a record go, and I was like, oh, okay. This one's not as wavy. I don't have the best records. I don't have the best pressings. So sometimes my records are a little bit wavy. So I've been using a record weight. Is there a big difference? I don't know. Maybe it sounds better. You can get this Fluence in black or silver. I'm also going to link some other record weights from, I don't know, about $18 all the way up to maybe $35. So you don't have to spend a ton of money on a record weight. I actually tried to make my own record weight once. It involved a Copenhagen can with a hole drilled in it, and then I put a bunch of quarters in there. And it was terrible. I don't know why I just didn't buy a $20 record weight. But we don't have to worry anymore, because now I have a Fluence record weight, which is awesome. So check out a record weight if you're into vinyl at all. If you're not into vinyl, it probably doesn't make sense to buy a record weight. Yeah, if you're still into vinyl, you may want to get a record brush too. I use this all the time. Now, if you're really into vinyl, you may want to get the record doctor. It cleans your records with soap and water and the wonderment of vacuuming. So, anyway, brush is like $5. I'll link one of these in the description. Oh, actually, I think this is like $15. You know what? I got all sorts of vinyl accessories. This is one of those. It's a weight for your stylus, cartridge, whatever you want to call it, when you're setting the counterbalance. This is incredibly cheap, and it's built incredibly cheap. So not the most confidence-inducing build quality, but it does work. It comes with a little standard, so you put the standard on. Okay, that's 2 grams or whatever it is, and then you can set your counterbalance. You can tell the quality is super good because the Velcro is just sewed in the middle there, and then not straight. It's askew. All right, I'll get off all the vinyl accessories. If you're new here, consider subscribing and liking this video. I do this for a living, so it really helps out the channel when you like and subscribe. Some people may shoot me for this, or at least get upset at me. AudioQuest and the world's best cables. The first thing I would suggest you get is an AudioQuest HDMI cable. If you have a short run, it's only about $40. $40 for a really good HDMI cable. Some people might say it's ones and zeros. It doesn't make a difference. Well, I don't know. Here's the thing about AudioQuest HDMI, really any cable from AudioQuest, is the entry-level ones are quite affordable. They're not $700. They're not crazy expensive. I have their entry-level HDMI, which I think is the Pearl. $40. I love it. And if you have a shorter run, it's even cheaper, more affordable. But for less than $50, less than $100 for sure, you can probably, and you don't have to get all AudioQuest. I also like the world's best cables. I use those a lot, and I've talked about them a lot on the channel. They're around $30 for a pair of RCAs. AudioQuest also has some affordable RCAs, optical cables, and things like that. So what I would do personally, what I've done personally, is take a look at the entry-level AudioQuest products and the world's best cable products. I think they're great, and I don't think they're very expensive. And I'll take the peace of mind, and they have a warranty on them. And AudioQuest is a US-based company. I'll link some of the cables I use in the description, and you can check them out. Again, just take a look at the entry-level stuff from AudioQuest. Don't go crazy. And please don't shoot the messenger. How about this for a gift for an audiophile? And you can be the audiophile. A CD or a vinyl record. I know, that's crazy, isn't it? What a concept. Buying yourself music. Or you can get a new subscription to Tidal, Qobuz, maybe another streaming service that you haven't tried before. There's also a streaming service called Nugs. I think it's nugs.net. But it's like concert videos, which is really cool. I don't get a kickback from them or have any type of affiliated relationship, but nugs.net is pretty cool. You should check them out too. So give yourself the gift of music. Speaker isolation products. These can range anywhere from $12 all the way up to $100, well, like $200. They can pretty much range from any price you want. However, I will link a few in the description. I'm looking at some that are $11. There's $20. You can get the full mat that you can kind of put the speakers completely on top of for $23. And then I use isoacoustics, but one of the reasons why I use isoacoustics is because, well, they gave them to me, and they're very good. I don't necessarily think you need to spend that much on a stand, but if you do, I mean, they work. SVS actually has subwoofer isolation feet in here. I'll link a few and you can check them out. So, if you want to support the channel, you can sign up for Patreon. Patreon.com/CheapAudioMan. Patreon-only Zooms. Patron Facebook. Patron Discord. Affiliate links in the description, which means if you click and you buy, I get a commission. But it doesn't cost you any more, so it's a great way to support the channel. There's also the thanks button down below the video. Check out some of my other videos. I have the end of the year DAC award, the end of the year amp award, the end of the year speaker award, which are kind of meaningless. So don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge it, listen, maybe through one of these cool products, and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man.